I'm Eric Burleson. I was recently elected to represent Missouri's 7th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives. I'm excited to serve in Congress for you, and I'm excited to tell the story of Southwest Missouri. This area is a special place. It's home to legendary people, historic places, and innovative food. Over the next couple of years, I'll be releasing a series of videos to take you behind the scenes of life in Southwest Missouri. These videos will highlight how the decisions and policies that are made in Washington, D.C. impact my constituents. They will also highlight how Southwest Missouri has changed America. Today, we'll be covering the Queen City of the Ozarks, Springfield, Missouri. Springfield is the most populous city here in Southwest Missouri. Whether it's great food, the colleges, businesses, or the great outdoors, Springfield has it all. Don't believe me? Hear it straight from the residents of Springfield, Missouri.
What I love about Springfield is I enjoy the community, the environment. Everybody here is really friendly.
You get all the big city appeal with the small town flavor.
My favorite part of Springfield is the craft breweries.
All the trails and Ozark Greenways.
I love the food and I love Andy's.
But how did we get to where we are today? Springfield started in 1818 when John Polk Campbell and his brothers settled here. And then 20 years later, in 1838, the city was officially incorporated after settlers began pouring in. Just a few decades later, as the Civil War raged on, Springfield was taken by both the Confederates and Union forces on multiple occasions. On August 10th of 1861, the first major battle west of the Mississippi River occurred right here in what's called the Battle of Wilson's Creek. Just a year and a half later, Confederate soldiers descended upon Springfield in the area that is now Park Central Square. January 8th, 1863, the Battle of Springfield occurred, and ultimately Confederate troops retreated, and the Union held Springfield until the end of the war. Believe it or not, our nation's first one-on-one quick draw duel happened right here. The shootout was none other than Wild Bill Hickok. It's said that he lost his pocket watch gambling, and the winner, Davis K. Tutt, couldn't help but flaunt the newly acquired watch to humiliate him. After multiple warnings from Wild Bill to stop wearing it in public, it finally came to a boiling point, and on July 21st, 1865, the two found themselves at opposite ends of the square. Bill gave a final warning, and Davis placed his hand on his gun. At 75 yards, nearly a football field, Davis drew his gun first, but Wild Bill caught up to the draw, and they both fired at the same time, but only Bill's bullet hit its target. After only a 3-day trial, Wild Bill was acquitted of manslaughter. Absolutely wild. Another big name that you might have heard is Route 66, and Springfield just so happens to be its birthplace. But it's not because Route 66 was first built in Springfield. See, in the 1920s, federal officials in Springfield were the ones that proposed a new name for our nation's first transcontinental highway, which was going to stretch from Chicago to Los Angeles. That name was Route 66. And for that reason, Springfield, Missouri is recognized as the birthplace of the world-famous Route 66. Not by creating the start of the road, but our keen ability to name things well. In fact, one of the last remaining stretches of Route 66 is still at Glenstone Avenue and Kearney. Pretty cool. Springfield has blossomed into a thriving center of industry, serving as the home base of economic powerhouses such as Mueller, Prime Trucking, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Grizzly Industrial, and Bass Pro Shops. Speaking of which, in 1972, Johnny Morris started Bass Pro Shops in the back of his father's liquor store right here in Springfield. And 51 years later, it's become one of the largest outdoorsman stores in the country. The flagship store is located here in Springfield, and it houses the world-famous Wonders of Wildlife, which has been voted America's best aquarium 5 times in a row. Springfield is also home to the world distribution headquarters for Convoy of Hope. a humanitarian organization that responds to crises and disasters all over the world. Recently, Convoy of Hope responded to the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria by providing aid to the people affected. There's no lack of educational opportunity in Springfield. Missouri State, Evangel, Ozarks Technical Community College, and more are all located here. Each school has a different emphasis that provides students with a well-rounded opportunity for their education. Whether you want to pursue nursing, architecture, or the trades, we've got a spot for you. We also have all the beauty of the Ozarks right here in Springfield. With more than 90 parks for you and your family to enjoy, there's no shortage of adventure. Explore the caves at Sequoia, hike through the Springfield Conservation Nature Center, or kayak down the James River. Then you can top it off with a Springfield Cardinals game and some Andy's frozen custard. Of course, we saved the best part of Springfield for last, the food. Springfield has so many unique local restaurants. We could spend a whole series going over it and would still never get close to covering all of them. But one sticks out to me and most. That's Leong's, which is the birthplace of something very near and dear to my heart, cashew chicken. Created in 1963 by David Leong, it's now a staple of Springfield eating. So that's a little overview of Springfield. It has a tremendous history and a thriving community that I love dearly. I'm so grateful to call this place my home. But I'm also beyond excited to show you the rest of our beautiful 7th District. If you have any favorite spots in your town, let me know in the comments below so that I can showcase them in an upcoming video.